is going on, Mavericks fans? Welcome into Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. Jeffrey Cooperstein here. Why are we here? Because we have a watch party between the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you're looking to see Luka Doncic play against the Dallas Mavericks tonight, well, you might be a little disappointed. Yes, Luka will not be playing tonight, dealing with a little hamstring strain, and apparently is still looking to play in the All-Star game on Sunday, but he will not play tonight. If you're looking to watch Cooper Flagg play against the Los Angeles Lakers, you're going to be even more disappointed. Flagg was today diagnosed with a mild foot sprain. He will be out of today's game and tomorrow's Rising Stars competition. So unfortunately, you will not see either Cooper Flagg or Luka Doncic on the floor tonight. But it is still Mavs and Lakers. The Lakers will still have LeBron James and Austin Reeves. The Mavericks will still have Najee Marshall, if you're into that kind of thing. So I'm very excited to watch this game, the final game before the 2026 NBA All-Star break. And we'll see where the win takes us regarding the Dallas Mavericks and regarding the final game of the first half of the season. The Mavericks sit at 19-34 on the season, losers of, I believe, 8 straight, their longest losing streak since 2016. And we'll see if the Mavericks can, minus Luka Doncic, perhaps beat the Los Angeles Lakers tonight and end that losing streak. Again, their longest in a decade, which is absolutely crazy. But we are here live from Dallas, Texas, our beautiful studios here, just about a mile away from the American Airlines Center. Excuse me. Let me know where you guys are watching from down there in the comments. And I see a bunch of real ones in the chat already. I see my guy, Ty Man. I see Luke. I see Irrelevancy. I see Zlatko as well. My man, Ty Man's watching from Ohio, per usual. Shout out to all of y'all watching today's stream. Appreciate all the support. As tip-off should be just a few minutes away. You know how these things go. They say it's 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Probably means 9:05, 9:07, maybe 9:10. Irrelevancy watching from Canada. Where in Canada are you watching from, my friend? Good win for Canada hockey today over Czechia. Great win for the U.S. today over Latvia, which is cool watching those games. And we'll see a USA versus World format for the All-Star game as well. There are 2 USA teams, I believe, and there is one World team alongside the Rising Stars, right? Like, the fact that no one actually knows what the format is for the All-Star game tells you enough that the All-Star game doesn't mean anything. So, I don't exactly know what the format is for the All-Star game other than there's 2 USA teams and there's a World team. Luke, IDK about y'all, but PJ is so bad now. Oh, yeah. PJ is not very good. And we'll see if the Mavericks want to move on from him this offseason. It would not shock me in the least if they did so. We are 18 minutes away from tip-off, so 9:15. Of course, it's freaking 9:15. The NBA is annoying me to no end. Luke, when will Derek Lively come back? Derek Lively will not come back this season as he had foot surgery and will be out for the remainder of the year. So you will not see Derek Lively in a Mavericks uniform for the rest of the season, unfortunately. Oh, they're playing a round robin. Okay, that makes more sense. Oliver, what's up? Our boys soccer team over here in Hawaii, they won the championship, and the girls basketball team for Hawaii, they won a championship as well. Very cool, Oliver. Congratulations for your championships. That's always awesome. Always awesome. My dream teammates are out. This sucks. Irrelevancy, myself as well. Yeah, the Luka Doncic rumors have been heating up a little bit. Now, there was kind of some water that was put on the fire that Mark Stein reported that Mark Cuban was trying to pair with other local investors to attempt to buy the Mavericks back. That is not going to happen, apparently, as the Adelsons claim that they want to increase their stake over the future and the team will not be for sale, and thus kind of putting the Luka Doncic rumors to bed. However, Luka has teamed up with Donnie Nelson and is partnering to purchase a team in Italy as part of the new NBA Europe project. So how interesting is that? A lot of interesting things surrounding Luka, and we'll see how this season develops for the Lakers and the playoffs and whatnot. Let's just keep an eye on 2028 is all I'm going to say. Mike Griffith, my man, watching from Irving, Texas. Yes, sir. Always my hometown. Shout out Irving. Shout out to Irving. And shout out to all of y'all for watching. Ooh, watching from Brampton, says Irrelevancy. That's sick. I believe that's where Tyler Sagan is from. He's from Brampton. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I'm going to tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, and then we'll get into the rest of the pregame show here. But as I'm sure you guys know, today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks. Today's live episode of Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is sponsored by PrizePicks. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I absolutely love playing PrizePicks, and it's not just basketball that they have. Football season was awesome. You got baseball season coming up. Hockey season in full swing. Soccer season as well. Any sport, you can play it over on PrizePicks. All you do is just pick more or less on at least 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could cash in. You can play it in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Here is my projection for tonight's game between the Mavs and the Lakers. I took the more on Austin Reeves' points at 25. No Luka tonight, so expect Austin Reeves to put up a lot of shots. I'm going to take the less on Max Christie returning to Los Angeles, and give me the more on Najee Marshall points as well. You can copy those picks over in the social feeds feature, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it over at PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of Mavericks Today. Bang. Shout out to PrizePicks. Time man knows the drill. CLNS. Code CLNS. I'll get that in the live chat for y'all as well right now. Who you guys got in tonight's game? M for the Mavs, L for the Lakers. I see my guy Luke Gonzalez already typing his M. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Irrelevancy says Mavs. Will the Mavs end the win streak tonight? Will the Mavericks end the win streak tonight? The Lakers will have LeBron and Austin Reeves. They will be without Luka and DeAndre Ayton. Mavs have a chance to win this game. I'm not going to say it's a good chance by any means, but they have a chance in general. Time Man says Mavs as well. Why not? I'll pick the Mavs, I guess. I'll pick the Mavs. This is the Mavs channel after all, so I might as well pick it, right? I might as well pick the Mavs to win the ball game. 13 minutes away from tip-off. Yeah, if you guys missed the NBA news today, the Utah Jazz were fined $500,000 and the Pacers were fined $100,000 related to roster management in recent games, a.k.a. tanking. If you've seen what the Jazz are doing, it is absolutely disgusting what the Utah Jazz are up to. The Jazz have literally rested Jaren Jackson and Lauri Markkanen in the fourth quarter of like the last 2 or 3 games. And one of them they actually ended up winning. But the other one, they blew a huge lead and they lost. And they were fined today by the league $500,000 for tanking. And it's nice to see that because the Mavericks were fined twice for tanking. Unbelievable. Texas Cat. Unless the Mavericks shoot the ball well, this game is going to suck big time. We all know the Mavs are not a good shooting team. No, the Mavs are not a good shooting team indeed, Texas Cat. They are not. They're not a good offensive team in general. It's not just shooting. I mean, they have very few offensive options, and your best offensive option, who is averaging over 30 points in the last 6 games, is out tonight in Cooper Flagg. Najee Marshall is by far having his best offensive year of his career. He'll be your number 1 option this evening, and yeah, let's face it, y'all, when Najee Marshall is your number 1 option, ooh, not great. Not great. Not great. Fortune favors the bold, Texas Cat. You guys know. When is Kyrie Irving going to return, says Lotko. Great question. If you're asking myself, I don't think you see Kyrie the rest of the season. I do not. The Mavericks' official stance is that they are going to wait until after the All-Star break to evaluate Kyrie. But at this point in time, where the Mavericks are this season, why would you bring Kyrie back? Other than to see how he plays with Cooper Flagg, I don't know why you would bring Kyrie back into the fold. What is he going to, again, the Mavericks' objective is to prioritize draft positioning this year, right? So is there a point in bringing Kyrie Irving back for the last 20 games of the season? Probably not. So I don't think you see Kai the rest of the year. I think he gets fully 100% healthy, and you'll see a starting lineup on opening night 26-27 of Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flagg, your lottery pick, Derek Lively, and whether it's Najee Marshall, whether it's PJ Washington, whether it's whoever it is, I think that will end up being your starting lineup. I do think this Mavericks roster will be in for a little bit of a shakeup this offseason as well. And maybe, PJ is traded. Maybe Najee Marshall is traded this offseason, or he's extended. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but what I do know is this team will be different next year, and hopefully they're getting a guy in the top 10 that can come in and be an opening night starter for them. I think that would be a good outcome for the Mavericks in the draft. And don't forget, the Mavericks will also have another pick at the end of the first round. And later on the channel, we're going to talk about what that pick might entail and who they could potentially pick there as potential draft target for that position. They have Oklahoma City's draft pick this year, which will more than likely end up being the 30th overall pick. But we'll see exactly where that ends up, and we'll see who they can take and if that guy can contribute them. Look, you can find guys that in that range that can contribute to your ball club. Jalen Brunson was picked at number 33. Josh Hart was picked in that range as well. You can certainly find guys that Desmond Bane, I believe, was picked in that range. You can find legitimate NBA contributors in that range. So hopefully the Mavericks scouting department is working overtime to try and go find somebody that can help this team next year. I really don't think the Mavericks, and maybe this is the copium, are that far away from competing. Because you have, again, for the third straight time, the Mavericks already have the hard part figured out. They have the superstar. And yeah, Cooper Flagg, superstar. Yeah, I said it. He's going to be a superstar. So they have that part figured out. Hell, they even have Kyrie Irving, who, is coming off a torn ACL, maybe have lost a step, but will still be a very good player. They've got the main piece. It's the surrounding pieces now that they have to figure out. And that is where the new general manager, whether it be Matt Riccardi, who they promote, whether it be somebody external, is it going to go be Bob Myers? I don't know. The Mavericks reportedly are interviewing plenty of candidates and casting a very wide net for their GM position. So we'll end up seeing what happens here. We do have a super chat menu for tonight. Any super chat, of course, will get you on screen right here next to me, whether it's a question about the Mavs, the draft, the NBA, a personal question, whatever it is. You can put it up, and we'll put you on screen there. $5 will get a Let's Go Mavs. Let's Go Mavs. Let's Go Mavs chant going, of course. And then $10 will go 1-800-TEQUILA. The Patron Zone is back. It's Thirsty Thursday. So for $10, if you guys want to take some shots, we'll take some shots. No super chats are required whatsoever. I want to make that clear, but they are greatly appreciated as they go directly back to helping out the channel, allowing us to do more watch parties like this, allowing us to get more studio space. Chat Sports is expanding like crazy. I was employee number 14. I believe we're at over 40 now. So it's absolutely crazy what's going on here, and it's all thanks to y'all. It's just the rectangular box with the money sign in it. You can select your amount, select your message, put it in there, and that is how you do it. Appreciate all of y'all. What up, Mike? Mike Nintendo Master. What up, Ragless? Oh, my goodness. Ragless, how we doing? I haven't seen you in a while, I feel like. What is your read on most Mavs fans and their attitude towards the Adelsons Dumonts? Feels like we don't hate them enough. Ragless, I will try to answer this as best as I can. And while I do that, I will put this up as well. And I want to, before I answer that, thank y'all for the support as we are continuing to grow here at the channel, almost at 33,200 subs. And that will be our goal for tonight, to get there. So if we could get there, that would be absolutely awesome. But to answer your question, Reglis, feels like it's very, very complicated. Look, man, I think Mark Cuban had good intentions when he wanted to sell the team to try to get the Mavericks a new arena, and he sold it to the Adelsons, who do have real estate experience. They do have plenty of experience in that area, knowing what it takes to get a massive structure, district, entertainment, whatever you want to call it, built. So I think his heart was in the right place. It just turns out that they didn't know what they were doing, right? And Patrick Dumont trusted the wrong guy. The wrong guy ended up trading Luka Doncic. It's extremely unfortunate how that happened. Look, we're not going to get political here because this is a show about basketball. It's not a show about politics, so we're not going to do that. But look, man, I think there are worse owners to have than owners that are worth $30+ billion who are willing to spend on the team and invest in the team. It sounds like the Adelsons and Patrick Dumont are willing to invest in the team. They are willing to spend in the team. They are willing to go into the luxury tax for the team. They just made an extremely bad business and sporting decision that cost them hundreds of millions of dollars last year. Now, by the grace of God, they won the lottery and they got Cooper Flagg, right? So that will certainly positively help things along the way. If Mark Cuban didn't sell the team, is Luka Doncic still a Maverick? Absolutely. When Mark sold the team, though, did he envision this was going to happen? I don't think so. So I think it's just a very complicated subject that there's just more than one answer. It's like, oh, they're bad, we hate them. I don't know. It's not that simple, in my opinion, at least. It's simply just not. We did get our first super chat in of the day, though. Shout out to JetWolf90 with the 5. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. 3.5 minutes away from tip-off. JetWolf90. Can PJ, Gaff, Clay, or Najee net another 26 first in the offseason if the Mavs decide to trade them? JetWolf, fantastic question. And I think the answer is yes. Now, what the trade looks like, no idea. And who it is that they trade, no idea. I think they could have gotten an unprotected first for Najee Marshall at the trade deadline if they really wanted to. I don't think the Mavericks were super motivated to move Najee because I think they value what he brings on and off the court, especially at the money he's making. I mean, no joke, at less than $10 million a season, Najee Marshall might be the best contract in the NBA right now for what he's doing. I'm dead serious about that. He legitimately might. I would love to trade PJ Washington this offseason. We'll see what value he has. I mean, he's having not a very good year, and he's got some stuff off the court as well that he's got to deal with. And if you don't know, just go ahead and Google it. I don't really want to get into that here on the show, but he's got some issues going on there. Klay Thompson, I could see being a trade candidate this offseason. You're not getting a first-round pick for Klay Thompson, unfortunately. Some team will give you something for Klay. I don't think you're getting a straight-up first, though, for him. And Gafford, maybe you could get a first for. Again, not having a good season. But I'll say this about Gaff. Like, he's battling his ass off. He's been injured the entire season. And he's trying like hell to stay in the lineup for this Mavericks team. So that I absolutely do admire. Look, Gafford going into the first year of his extension next year at 3 years and $54 million. PJ going into the first year of his extension next year at 4 years and $89 million. Klay going into the final year of his deal at around $16.5. And then Najee going into the final year of his deal at right around, I want to say it's like 9.7, 9.8. It's less than 10, whatever it is. So the Mavericks will certainly have some trade candidates, and I bet they'll have some offers as well. I will say this. I think if a trade happens to get them an extra first, I think it happens on draft night. And that's kind of where I would be looking for an extra first. I don't think it's going to happen prior to that, in my opinion, at least. Hope that answered your question. So rigged. LA has the money and needed Luka and probably cheated on the draft to give us Cooper Flagg. Yeah, it wasn't rigged. I don't know what to tell you other than it wasn't. Looks like we are about to get underway at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, which is the home of the All-Star game. Los Angeles is. The game is in Inglewood at the Intuit Dome, the home of the LA Clippers. And we will get underway here with some Mavericks basketball in just a moment. If you're ready for tip-off, type those me's down there in the comment section. Type those me's if you're ready for tip-off of Mavericks and Lakers. Going to take it. James did not give it to you, so you will like it when you get it. I have not seen anything, Mike Nintendo Master. I'll talk to Mr. Yoda about it. Shout out to Mike Irrelevancy, Mike Griffith. Yes, sir. Let's go. Jamarion West. Oh, Jamarion West. What up, brother? Glad to have you in the chat. The starting five for the Mavericks: Brandon Williams, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, P.J. Washington, and Daniel Gafford. For the Lakers, it is Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and LeBron James. So Austin Reeves is not even playing tonight either. My goodness. Lakers wearing their purples. The Mavericks are wearing their traditional white uniforms. Najee Marshall just showed his ass on television, by the way. His ass was literally hanging out. I mean, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. But we are about to get underway here at the Crib. And let's get going. Let's see if the Mavs can get us a dub tonight. Can the Mavericks get us a dub tonight? That is what we are hoping for. Looks like Daniel Gafford. Is LeBron playing the 5 here? I think LeBron's playing the 5. No, Jackson Hayes is. I'm stupid. Hayes does win the tip, though, and it will go back to LeBron, who will grab it, and he'll throw it up to Jake LaRavia, and here we go at the Crypto.com Arena. Jackson Hayes will take it. He'll dribble handoff to Marcus Smart. Flower Mound native. Went to high school with Marcus Smart, by the way. LeBron will pass it out to Smart, but it is a kicked ball deflected by Gafford, and the shot clock will reset to 14. If you're just joining us, Luka Doncic and Cooper Flagg out for tonight's game, unfortunately. Austin Reeves is dressed, but not starting. So it looks like Reeves is coming off the bench, perhaps? Very strange. LeBron has it at the top of the key. He's guarded by Williams. He's going to back him down. With 5 on the shot clock, he'll kick it out to Smart. Smart will shot fake, get in the lane. He'll put it up as the shot clock expires and gets it to go for the first points of the basketball game here. B. Will grabs it, and he'll head the other way for Dallas. Brandon Williams drops it down low to PJ. PJ floater in the lane is good. Man, if PJ could get going in the second half of the year, that would be absolutely wonderful. Here's Smart backing down Williams. Now at the free throw line, he'll pop pass to LeBron, banks it up from 15 up and in. That was vintage LeBron there. Williams cross-court to Christie, who's guarded by LaRavia. Now it's back with Williams. PJ will come set a ghost screen. Williams behind the legs on LeBron. Gets it to go from 18. Very nice move by Brandon Williams. And I like what I'm seeing from young B. Will here in the early stages of the game. Now, the future of Brandon Williams will be fascinating because he is an unrestricted free agent this offseason. I would think the Mavericks would want to keep Brandon Williams in the fold, but he's going to have some suitors, man. He's a guy who brings energy. He's a guy who can score in bunches. And then he's an athletic guard who can be a good backup. LeBron the other way. Lakers have 4-on-1. Jackson Hayes will throw it down as he hits his head on the stanchion, but it looked like almost on purpose. And another turnover from the Mavericks. Second turnover in a row. Up the court goes Hachimura. He'll lay it up and in. Mavericks being sloppy with the ball. What's new? Water is wet. This team is always sloppy with the Rockets. Their DNA almost. Here's Naj. At the top. Down low to Washington on the left elbow. Washington working on Marcus Smart. Will throw it up. No good. Great defense by Smart. And it is out of bounds off Jackson Hayes as PJ knocked it out of Hayes' hands, which was a really good hustle play by Mr. Paul Washington Jr., so it'll be Mavericks ball under the basket here. Oh, I appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that. Williams inbound it under the basket. He gets it to Gafford. Now it's out with swinging around the wing to Washington on the left wing. And Marcus Smart looked like he knocked it out of bounds there, and he did. It will be Dallas ball once again. 9 seconds here on the shot clock. And the Lakers are looking at if they're going to challenge this or not. It doesn't appear that they're going to do so. That absolutely went off of PJ, by the way. That was clearly off of Washington. But so the Mavericks get a break there. Here is Williams. He gets it poked away by LaRavia. That one will go out of bounds, so the ball doesn't lie eventually, and the Mavericks will turn it over for the third time in the first 2 minutes and 43 seconds of this game. Oh, boy. Been the Mavericks' biggest problem this year is the turnovers, on offense at least. LeBron gets himself a wide-open three as Jackson Hayes sets a great screen in front of him, and the Lakers are going to take an 11-4 lead to start this one. Could get ugly quick here, folks. Williams drives with the left, continues with the left, gets all the way to the rim, can't put up the layup. LeBron will grab it and comes the other way. Here's James. He'll pull up from deep. Oh, and he hits it. Yep, LeBron's hot, and the Mavericks are going to take a timeout down 10. Oh, we're 3 minutes in, and this is going to be a shit show. 3 minutes in, this is gonna be a shit show, folks. If LeBron's hot from three, we're screwed, right? We're absolutely screwed. Jet Wolf coming in with another super chat. Let's get you on screen, Jet Wolf, and answer your question. Let's get you on screen and answer your question, my friend. Jet Wolf, how are we giving Nembhard and Cisse full deals? Great question once again. And to answer, honestly, I don't know. They, in my opinion, and I did a show about this on the channel, so go check it out. They really should buy out Chris Middleton. Middleton's on an expiring contract at $33 million. You would think Middleton would want to go to a contending team, a playoff team, to go play in the playoffs and fight for a title. It sounds like the Mavericks don't mind keeping Middleton for the rest of the season. Why is that a problem? Well, the Mavericks roster is full, and they have two guys, as you mentioned, in Ryan Nembhard and Moussa Cisse, that are on two-way contracts. And both of those guys have less than 10 games available to them before they are maxed out. If you're on a two-way deal, you can be active for a max of 50 games. Not play, you can be active for a max of 50 games. Nembhard, I want to say, is at like 44 or 45, and Cisse is at like 42, I think. So either the Mavericks create a roster spot for one of them by buying out Chris Middleton, and they'll sign. And my guess is if they did that, it would be Nembhard that got the nod. It's either that or those guys just run out of eligibility and the Mavericks aren't able to use them. And I hope that's not the case, because it would be vital for both of their developments to be able to play the entire season. I do think that Nembhard is probably the one that has the slight edge over Cisse. I don't think the Mavericks are going to create two roster spots to get them both on it, unless they're going to waive Dwight Powell, which, if we know anything about this team, they won't do, right? So unless they're going to waive Dwight Powell and they're going to buy out Middleton, those would be the most two likely guys to go. And then you could sign Cisse and Nembhard, but if I had to guess, I would say you buy Middleton out and then you sign Nembhard, but it's possible that they end up keeping Middleton and neither of those guys end up getting that final spot. 10:30 p.m. I won't be able to watch the whole thing since I work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Irrelevancy, I'm jealous of you. I work at 8 a.m. tomorrow as well, but I'm here late because the Mavericks are playing late, so we're going to be up late with you guys. We have to be up late with you guys watching this Mavericks team, unfortunately. The team stinks. There's no getting around that. There's no getting around that. But we're here. Out of the timeout, the Mavericks find Najee Marshall right under the basket to lay it up and in. That was nice. That was a nice ATO for the Mavericks there. Here's LeBron at the top of the key, looking to initiate the offense. He gets it to Hachimura. Hachimura in the lane. He will rise and fire over Najee Marshall and hit a nice bucket there from Rui to restore the Lakers' 10-point lead at 16-6. Williams gets a screen from Gafford. B-Will finds Max Christie, who is ice cold shooting from the floor, except he does make that one from 10 feet. Christie at one point was shooting 45.5% from three, and he has been absolutely awful in the last couple of weeks. Can't make anything. LeBron for three once again. That one's long at least, and Washington gets the rebound up quick to Williams, who will race up the floor, and Jackson Hayes absolutely rejects the shit out of him. But there is a foul call, and B-Will head to the free throw line here. Your mom will be mad? Hey, tutus to my word, fam. Shout out Brampton. Shout out Brampton Irrelevancy. If the business is true, I love Toronto Roadmen. B-Will at the free throw line for the Mavs. He will make the first. Kroski? Yeah, our team is not very good. That is true. Chris Middleton is in for the first time tonight, speaking of the devil. The Mavs have a couple of Ontario boys on their team in Nembhard and Dwight Powell. Absolutely. Hachimura shot fake on Marshall. He will kick it out to Marcus Smart. Mavs are in a little bit of a zone here. Smart will step back. He will pull from three. That one's short. And Najee Marshall grabs the rebound for Dallas. Here's Najee up the left side. Najee looking for an entry pass. Can't find one. He'll throw it over to PJ, who will pull up from three. And PJ Washington will hit from three. The Mavericks on a 7-0 run get this game back to within three. Smart in the corner for Hachimura for three. That one's no good either. Jackson Hayes with the offensive rebound. Jake LaRavia comes down with it. LaRavia stolen by Najee Marshall. Marshall up the left to Middleton for three in transition. Yes, sir! Tie game. The Mavericks on a 10-0 run have tied this game back at 16. A little 10-0 run in 80 seconds for the Mavericks to tie this game back up. Love to see it. Smart will cross over the left elbow. He will step back and fire from 20. That's a bad shot from Marcus Smart right there. Rebound to Gafford. Now it's with Williams. Here's Middleton for three again. That one's off the rim. And LaRavia will come down with the rebound, and Jackson Hayes gets a leak out. Oh, but he loses the ball out of bounds. Jackson Hayes had a wide open dunk and just lost it as he was going up with it. Oh, that's just bad from Jackson Hayes. And he pats his chest and says, my bad. Oh, that was horrific. As he was about to windmill that shit, and it just went out of bounds. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal from Jackson Hayes right there. The Mavericks do take the lead on a bucket there, so the Mavs have their first lead of the night. Let's go. Marvin Bagley has entered the game as well for Dallas. Here is Smart in the lane, puts it up, and will get it to go for the game to be tied at 18 now. Here is Najee calling for a screen, gets one from Bagley, will go the other way. Marshall from 15 hits it. 20-18 Mavs. 20-18 Mavs. Shout out to everyone tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up icon for a free and easy way to help out the channel as Rui Hachimura for 3 gets it to go. And the Lakers and Mavs are going back and forth here now in the middle part of the first quarter. Marshall will get it out to Middleton. Middleton, guarded by Smart, gets a screen from Bagley. They get the switch. Middleton over to Washington in the corner for 3. That one's in and out. Oh, I thought that one was good. It was halfway down, and it comes out. Here's LeBron going coast to coast with the right. Puts it up and in with the foul. LeBron having a hell of a game here to start. Unbelievable pass LeBron made to Rui Hachimura in the corner. Cross court. No look. 41 years old, the brother still got it. 41 years old, LeBron still got it, man. He does. Last 3 games for LeBron, he's had 10 assists in each of the last 3 games. Still, I mean, for his age, he is playing at an incredibly high level still. He made the All-Star team for the 22nd time. Leak out passes. The Lakers don't get back on defense. And Marshall finds himself right under the basket for a simple layup. Oh, J.J. Redick will be pissed about that one, as he calls Jared Vanderbilt to the scores table, and he will check in. Austin Reeves has checked in for Los Angeles, and he will pull up a 3. That one's no good. Maxi Kleber clearly pushes Marvin Bagley, and they call it offensive foul on our former Maverick Maxi Kleber, who has checked in for Los Angeles as well. We love Maxi. Not a bad word to say about Maxi Kleber. Klay Thompson in for Dallas. He gets it off a pass from Najee. Thompson will dribble 2 to the right. He will pull up from 18 and hit it to give the Mavericks back the lead. 24-23, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the game. Mavericks lead the Lakers. Maxi Kleber with it at the free throw line, and he is fouled by Chris Middleton. As Middleton tried to get the steal, he gambled, and his gamble did not pay off, resulting in a foul. The 5 on the floor for the Mavericks right now is Tyus Jones, who has checked in for the first time as well. Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, Chris Middleton, and Marvin Bagley is playing center for Dallas here at the moment. Jared Vanderbilt has checked in. He will throw it over to Maxi Kleber for 3. Maxi won't hit there, and Klay will come down with the long rebound. Thompson quickly the other way. He will pull it back out to Tyus Jones, who will set up the offense for the Mavericks. Tyus to Bagley. Marvin looking to make something happen in the lane with the left. Probably got fouled, didn't call it. Shot affected. Luke Kennard now the other way for Los Angeles. Kennard crosses over right to left. He will lay it up and in with the left hand. I thought there was some contact there on the other end with Bagley, but clearly not enough. Now Bagley will set the screen for Jones. Tyus, veteran out of Duke. Mavericks set almost a triple stagger screen. That was nuts. Gets it over to Max Christie now, who's guarded by Kleber. Christie going to have to do something with it with the shot clock expiring. He'll pull up from 3 and hit it. Oh, Max Christie finally gets one to go. It gives the Mavericks a 2-point lead at 27-25. The Mavs are 3 of 6 from 3 so far, whereas the Lakers are just 3 of 9. Reeves comes around the screen in the lane. He'll get Bagley up in the air, and he'll get fouled. And Austin Reeves will head to the free throw line here. Braun says, think Reeves will do good. Reeves will always do good, of course. Austin Reeves is a stud. So he'll definitely. Reeves, an unrestricted free agent this offseason, will be absolutely fascinating to watch if the Lakers give him a max contract or if another team wants to max him out as well. It'll be fascinating to see. I don't think the Lakers are going to want to max him. Jason Kidd is quite literally at midcourt giving direction to Max Christie and Tyus Jones. Jason, you can't play anymore. You can't play anymore. I believe Jason Kidd is like 47, 48 years old now. Can't be on the court, Jason. And Reeves misses the first free throw. That's uncharacteristic of a guy shooting almost 90% from the free throw line this season in Austin Reeves. Luke Kennard on the floor for the Lakers, their only trade deadline acquisition. Reeves will make the second free throw, and LeBron will take a seat on the bench here. Tyus gets it to Middleton. At the left hash, Middleton gets a screen from Bagley. Middleton will drive right, spin left, fade, shoot, and will not score. And Vanderbilt will come down with the board, for Los Angeles. Reeves with the left, behind the back with the right. Oh, lays it up in. Pretty move from Austin Reeves right there. Tyus Jones will bring it up for Dallas. Jones drives under the baseline, finds Marvin Bagley right under the rim. A great feed from Tyus Jones to the open Bagley in the lane for an easy layup. And that's what Tyus Jones brings to the Mavs. You know he's not going to turn the ball over, and you know he's going to get his guys in the right position. He's a veteran point guard that knows exactly what he is doing, and that's why the Mavs wanted to bring him in the offseason. That's why they brought him in again, and we'll see if they re-sign him this offseason to be this team's backup point guard for Kyrie Irving next year as Hachimura hits a 15-foot baseline jumper as we hit 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Both teams shooting it well in this quarter. Mavs shooting 63 to the Lakers 61%. Thompson with it. He'll get it to Bagley with a nice feed to Jones. A wraparound pass to Christie. Shot fake for Christie. Now it's back with Tyus Jones in the left wing. Now Christie's got it with 5. He will get past Maxi Kleber and get to the rim. Oh, for a nice move from Max Christie. That will force a J.J. Redick timeout here with less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, with the Mavericks leading the Lakers 31-30. What a move from Max Christie, blowing by Maxi Kleber there. All right, while we are at a TV timeout, I need to tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, which, of course, you guys know is our friends over at PrizePicks. So let's hear from PrizePicks right now. Today's live episode of Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is sponsored by PrizePicks. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I absolutely love playing PrizePicks, and it's not just basketball that they have. Football season was awesome. You got baseball season coming up. Hockey season in full swing. Soccer season as well. Any sport, you can play it over on PrizePicks. All you do is just pick more or less on at least 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could cash in. You can play it in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Here is my projection for tonight's game between the Mavs and the Lakers. I took the more on Austin Reeves' points at 25. No Luka tonight, so expect Austin Reeves to put up a lot of shots. I'm going to take the less on Max Christie returning to Los Angeles, and give me the more on Najee Marshall points as well. You can copy those picks over in the social feeds feature, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it over at PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of Mavericks Today. Shout out to PrizePicks. Code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Mr. Mike, what up? What up, Dre? LeBron hit 27.5. Good luck. Good luck, my friend. Jamarion says, let's go Mavs. Let's go Mavs indeed, Jamarion. Let's go Mavs indeed. And if you love the Mavericks, hit that thumbs up icon for me for a free and easy way to help out the channel. And if you want the Mavs to beat the Los Angeles Lakers, hit that thumbs up icon. Where are we at in likes right now? Where are we at in likes? Can we get to 35 likes here by the end of the first quarter? Let's get to 30. If we get to 35 likes by the end of the first quarter, I'm taking a shot. Taking a shot if we get to 35 likes by the end of the first quarter. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bald Eagle, I don't believe LeBron is actually sitting out. I don't believe he is. Cheetah Trent, Bagley fits perfectly for this team. Yes, I like Bagley a lot, man. Former second overall pick. One ahead of you-know-who. Yeah, I think Bagley fits well for this team. I'm very intrigued by him for the rest of the season, what he can offer for us. Out of the timeout, Austin Reeves is fouled by Max Christie, and he will head to the free throw line here for a pair. 6 likes away. 6 likes away. And I'm taking a shot. 6 likes away. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Austin Reeves, since he has come back from injury, has played in 4 games, and he has come off the bench in all of them, which is rather intriguing, averaging 20.5 points a night. First free throw good for AR. As he kind of like leaned back into Max. And yeah, Christie was in his space, but Austin Reeves certainly created that foul on his own. He does make the second, though, and that will give the Lakers the 1-point lead. Tyus Jones on the Lakers logo, looking to initiate this team's offense. He gets a screen from Clay. It's played well by Los Angeles, though. He'll dump it down low to Gafford. Ooh, and Gafford almost turned it over, but it goes off of Luke Kennard. And this will be Mavericks ball with 8 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Jones to Clay. Thompson, 1 dribble to his left, and he loses it. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. 5 likes away, by the way. Kennard for 3. That one's no good. And Christie will come down with the board there as well. And it's stolen again by Kennard. This team can't help but turn over the basketball. They can't help but turn over the rock, man. It's what they do. It's simply what they do. Braun makes the first after getting fouled by Middleton on the baseline. Five likes away from our goal. Less than a minute left in the quarter. Can we get there? Braun makes both. It's a 3-point lead for Los Angeles. Jones will get it to Middleton. Now it's with Clay. Clay guarded by LeBron. He's hounded by LeBron. Clay gets away from him. Puts up a floater. No good. Gafford can't get the putback rebound to go. Reeves throws a great entry pass to LeBron for an easy layup. Lakers up 5. Mavs put up a hell of a fight this quarter, man, but it's not enough. LeBron's got 14 here in the first. Middleton, baseline floater, no good once again, and the Mavericks capitulate at the end. Bad last 2 minutes for the Mavericks here. Lakers will have the final shot of the quarter. Reeves standing on the Lakers logo near center court. Guarded by Christie. Kennard comes and sets the screen from the right side. He gets the switch onto Jones. They double team Reeves. Reeves throws it in the corner to LeBron for 3. No good. Maxi Kleber kicks it out to Kennard, who can't get a shot off. And that will be it for the end of the first quarter. The Lakers lead 36-31. LeBron was wide open in the corner, by the way, and he just couldn't make that 3. Wide open in the corner and couldn't make the 3. But the Lakers lead by 5 at the end of 1. Not the end of the world. I mean, the Mavs did play a decent quarter there for the most part. It was just a bad start as they started the game down 16-6, and they gave up a 6-0 run at the end of the quarter as well, and they find themselves down 5 here at the end of 1. So that's where we stand at the moment. Still very much a ball game, and the Mavericks are playing hard, which they have basically all season played hard under Jason Kidd, and I will give Kidd credit there. All of the shit that has gone on with this team over the last year and a month, J. Kidd has really been a steadying presence, if you will, on the squad. And you can say a lot about this Mavs team. You can't say that they haven't played hard. And that should count for something. Obviously, it doesn't count for wins and losses because this is the NBA. And that's all that matters is the dubs and the L's. Should count for something, though. Yeah, should count for some. Grade the Mavericks so far in this game for me. A, B, C, D, or F. I'll be nice actually here. I'll give them a C+. I'll give them a 76 out of 100. Which is more so like a C, but that's neither here nor there. I'll give them a 76 out of 100. Let me know down in the comments. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the Mavericks so far. Stay hydrated, of course. Shout out Jamarion West. Shout out Mr. Mike. Shout out Braun. Shout out Oliver. Irrelevancy. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the show, baby. 106 people in the building at the moment. Let's keep growing. Let's keep growing. Share this video to other friends as well. Let's make this the biggest Mavericks watch party here on YouTube. Edward says C for the Mavs. Yeah, it's a C. It's a passing grade. It's not a, oh, they played really well. And it's not a, oh, they played real bad. I don't think it's either one of those. Exactly, Mike. I would say it is better than expected, to be honest, when you're missing Flagg. Basically, everybody but Flagg is available for the Mavericks tonight. Besides the obvious of Kyrie and D-Live. Oh, Detra says Mavs. Mickey, I am on the tank train. You won't have to worry about that the second half of the year, my friend. I believe the Mavericks will be on the very same train with you. The Mavs will be on the very same train with you there, my friend. So, they will be. Luka and JJ Redick are discussing things at halftime, or at the end of the first quarter. JJ and Luka have a good relationship, it looks like. As we get set to go here for the second quarter of action between the Mavericks and the Lakers. Brandon Williams will bring it up for the Mavs back into the game. Williams will throw it up high for Gafford, who loses it, but Williams somehow gets it back out to Christie for three. Yes, sir! Max Christie with his second three of the game tonight, and hopefully that'll get him going as he's been ice cold lately, but that's two of two, I believe, from three for Max tonight to give the Mavs the first points of the second quarter. Here's LeBron. He'll get it to Reeves. Reeves, has a mismatch with Gafford, and they're going to call an ISO here. Yeah, Reeves is going to blow by Gafford with the left. He didn't get fouled. Great defense by Gafford, actually. And PJ will come down with the board. Washington, right up Broadway, coast to coast. He will get fouled by Jared Vanderbilt and head to the line. Good hustle by Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington to create a miss on the other end, and PJ forcing the issue on the offensive end, getting himself to the line. That's good basketball right there from the Mavericks. I like that. I like that. Max Christie, I think, factors to be a piece for this team going forward, whether a starter or whether off the bench. I do think that Max will be a member of this squad, a key member of this squad as part of the rebuild. Kyrie is with the team tonight in Los Angeles, assuming, obviously, the Mavericks are headed for the All-Star break after this game, and Kyrie does live in L.A. He has a house in L.A., so he will stay there. And I assume, at least, I mean, I don't know what Kyrie's up to, but I assume that's what the plan is, as the Mavericks will part ways after this game. LeBron cross-court to Kennard, shot fake. Kennard, big Euro step. And LeBron, now it's with Smart for three. That one's short. And it's out of bounds, and I believe this will be Mavericks ball. So the Mavs get another stop here with the game tied at 36. Williams gets the inbound and will slowly bring it up the court. The Mavs shooting 58% from the field here in the first half. Williams will find himself open for three. He misses it, though. And Vando will come down with the board for Los Angeles. LeBron has Gafford on him. Let's see what the King will cook up here. He'll drive with the left. He gets past Gafford. Oh, and they're going to call it goaltend as Gafford almost got that piece clean. But no, he did goaltend it, and LeBron's laughing at it. Oh, yeah, just hit the backboard. And Williams, the other way, though, he'll put it off the glass, can't get it to go, and Vanderbilt will come down with the board once again. Vanderbilt's been a big presence on the rebounding front in the first half of this game. Marcus Smart in the lane on Gafford gets fouled, or is the foul on Maxi Kleber, who is on the ground? Yeah, the foul's going to be on Gafford, it looks like, who challenged the Marcus Smart shot at the dotted line. Gafford doesn't like the call, but it certainly was the correct call there. Laravia will inbound to Hayes, who both have checked into the game. Now LeBron's got it. He gets it to Smart. Smart will dribble left behind the back pass to LeBron on the right wing for three. That one's no good. And Vanderbilt comes with the offensive rebound again. Now Smart will throw an alley-oop to LeBron, who misses the reverse layup. Oh, my God. LeBron could have easily put that in, but made it more difficult on himself. Brandon Williams up the other end to Christie on the right wing. And there is a foul called on the floor. LeBron tried to reverse lay it up with the left hand, which he simply did not have to do. Did not have to do. What up, Detra and Vincent? Austin, please do terrible, says Vincent. Christie at the free throw line for the jumper, no good. Had to have been a foul there, but there wasn't, and the rebound comes to LeBron. Braun uses his body with the left, jump hook, no good, and Clay will come down with the rebound for Dallas. Here's Brandon Williams, down two, crosses over in the lane. B. Will loses it, looking for a pass. He finds Max Christie, and the Mavs will reset here. Now Christie with it. Max sizing up Hayes. Max in the lane. Got Hayes to jump. The Mavericks really didn't have any offense there. Christie kind of created that all on his own, getting Jackson Hayes to jump on a little pump fake. And Max will head to the line here to attempt to give the Mavericks to tie the game up here at 38 with 9:18 left in the first half. And Max misses. Free throws and turnovers, this team. I swear to God, it's free throws and turnovers, free throws and turnovers, free throws and turnovers. Christie makes the second at least. So it's a 1-point game here. LeBron will walk it up right across the center court logo at the Crypto.com arena. Washington will pick him up at the three-point line. He gets it to Hayes. Hayes will throw it over to Smart. Smart knifing his way into the lane. Floater is an air ball. Bagley tried to bat it out, but it goes right into the hands of Vanderbilt. Now LeBron finds Laravia under the basket, who will get a reverse layup. Nice feed by LeBron James. A nice finish by Jake Laravia there. Here's Christie, who comes off a curl. Almost had an open three, but won't take it. He'll get it to Bagley. Marvin Bagley will spin on Jackson Hayes. That's a nice move. Strong move from Marvin Bagley. I got to tell you, I like Marvin Bagley, to be honest. I would very much like the Mavericks to find a way to keep Marvin Bagley next season. We'll see how, we'll see what his free agent market looks like, but, shit, Bagley's averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds this season. Like, he's playing some good ball here. He's playing some good ball. LeBron did get fouled and is at the free throw line here. He'll make the first. Second one good for Braun as well. Brandon Williams now gets it over to Thompson on the left hash. Williams on the right side looking to make something happen. Into the lane with the left off the glass and in. Nice layup by Brandon Williams there with the left hand. Using his body to his advantage there. LeBron finds Smart on the left wing, and Smart with the left hand will lay it up in and over Najee Marshall, who is checked back in for the Mavericks. Lakers lead 44-41. Najee finds Clay. Clay will rise and fire, and that was an air ball. I mean, what an ugly shot from Klay Thompson. I don't know why he would take that shot. That was stupid by Clay. He had no rhythm whatsoever as he catches it and just goes right up with it. Don't love that. Don't love that from Klay Thompson. What up, Loss? Flagg needs some kind of PG behind him. Kyrie will do. For sure. Yeah, I mean, when Cooper Flagg plays with the true point guard, he'll be that much better. There's no question. Smart. Dump off pass to Hachimura from 15. That one's no good. And Williams will come down. The Mavericks looking to push here. Williams with the left again. Shot fake out to Middleton. Middleton in the lane off the glass. No good. And LeBron will come down with the rebound. He'll really push it now up the court. LeBron down low to Hachimura. Hachimura misses the layup, but their putback is by Jake LaRavia there. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Williams with the rock to Washington. He's going to shoot a three, I bet. PJ crosses over, actually, and will get into the lane with the floater, and good. That was vintage last year. Very good, PJ Washington, where he is able to make that floater from 10 feet that he was automatic with in the last season. But this year, he hasn't been able to make those, but he finally ends up making it this year. Jake LaRavia gets a cross-court pass from Marcus Smart, and an easy and one as there's no resistance. And he gets right to the rim and lays it up and in with the foul. Not good. Not good. Somehow, it's still a 5-point game, which is nice. It was a 5-point game at the end of the first, and it's still a 5-point game, so the game is even here in the second quarter. While we are at our TV timeout, though, let me tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, which, of course, is PrizePicks. Today's live episode of Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is sponsored by PrizePicks. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I absolutely love playing PrizePicks, and it's not just basketball that they have. Football season was awesome. You got baseball season coming up. Hockey season in full swing. Soccer season as well. Any sport, you can play it over on PrizePicks. All you do is just pick more or less on at least 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could cash in. You can play it in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Here is my projection for tonight's game between the Mavs and the Lakers. I took the more on Austin Reeves' points at 25. No Luka tonight, so expect Austin Reeves to put up a lot of shots. I'm going to take the less on Max Christie returning to Los Angeles, and give me the more on Najee Marshall points as well. You can copy those picks over in the social feeds feature, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it over at PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of Mavericks Today. Shout out to our friends over at PrizePicks, of course. We always appreciate them. Always appreciate them. Hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Free and easy way to help out the channel. And also, we do have a super chat menu for tonight as well. Any super chat will get you on screen. $5 will get the Let's Go Mavs. Let's Go Mavs chant going. And $10 will take some shots if you want to go. 1-800-TEQUILA will take some shots with you here on Thirsty Thursday. No super chats are required whatsoever, but they are greatly, greatly appreciated as they do go back to helping out the channel, allowing us to do watch parties like this, giving us more channel resources to go live for things like the AD trade, like the trade deadline as well. Greatly, greatly appreciate all y'all support. You're tripping. Maxey is scoring over 15 guaranteed. No, he's not. Maxi Kleba or Max Christie? No, he's not. Solo, disagree. NBA All-Star Weekend does begin tomorrow with the Celebrity All-Star Game at 6, followed by the Rising Stars Game at 9, and the HBCU Classic at 10. And then you have All-Star Saturday beginning at 4, and then the All-Star Game beginning at 4 on Sunday. Is the new format this year, USA versus World. Play a little round-robin style. 2 USA teams, 1 World team. Middleton. We'll get it to Tyus Jones. Mavs down 6 here. Jones will pull up from 3. No good. Hachimura comes down. Bagley almost grabs that rebound, but it finds the hands of Marcus Smart, who will throw it up the court to Jackson Hayes, who will get an easy dunk. In transition for the Lakers. Lakers up 8. Lakers up 8. Lakers up 8. Hit that sub button as well if you haven't already, as another turnover for the Mavericks. Austin Reeves is out in transition this time, and Reeves will lay it up and in. Really great response from the Mavericks out of the timeout. 2 turnovers, 4 points for the Lakers. Like, look, I know this team's not good. Nothing pisses me off more than incompetent basketball. And incompetent basketball is stupid turnovers, and that's what the Mavericks are doing. Marshall short from 3. Reeves with the rebound long. Like, when you're turning it over as much as the Mavericks are, it is incompetency, period. Hachimura pulls up from 18 and hits. I mean, quick run, and that's a timeout from Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd actually uses the timeout for once. That's nice. Just like that, the Lakers are up. Up big. They're up 12. Just like that, the Lakers are up 12. Not good, man. Not good at all. Not good at all. This Mavericks roster just ain't very good, man. It just ain't. There's some pieces on this roster that I like. Obviously, we love Cooper Flagg. I like Max Christie. I think he can play a part. I like Najee Marshall. I think he can play a part. I'm interested to see Marvin Bagley. I'm interested to see maybe Derek Lively next year. I mean, next year is really the year it's got to happen for Lively as far as staying healthy goes. And outside of that, like, obviously Kyrie. Love Kyrie. I'm pretty okay with the rest if the Mavericks moved on from those players. Like, moved on from Clay, you move on from PJ, you move on from Gafford. I wouldn't lose any sleep over that. I would not lose any sleep over that. Dusk says same. Yeah, look, we'll see if the Mavs roster gets overhauled this summer or if they kind of keep the powder dry, so to speak, and wait until summer of 27 or the summer of 2028. And you all know what happens in the summer of 2028. 77 has a player option. Hey, Miriam, I thought I banned you already. I'm about to. Miriam, you're going to get banned on the channel, just so you know. Thanks for being a top fan, but you're about to get banned if you keep talking negative. So, is what it is. I don't tolerate that. We can like other teams in the chat, and that's cool. You don't have to attack me. Don't have to attack me. What up, Joel? Joao Baptiste. Joao, are you from Brazil? How's the game going? It was going all right until the Lakers just went on a quick run. Bald Eagle, not quite. Not quite. Very cool. I'm a big fan of Chelsea, who has Joao Pedro on their team, who I like very much. So I knew that name right away. Or Joao Felix. Yeah, Miriam, you're gone. I ain't dealing with it. Sorry. Ain't dealing with it. Miriam's been very annoying for the last 3 or 4 watch parties we've done. So she's gone, is what it is. Like, just don't be weird, is all I ask. Just don't be weird. Love that, Dusk. Vortex says, do you wish we could tank for the year? It's really an underrated draft this year. They're going to tank. Like, I won't have to wish it. And they're going to organically lose some games the rest of the season, I'm afraid. Mr. Vortex or Miss Vortex. I think it's a Mr., but yeah, they're going to lose games. I mean, it is what it is. They're going to sit guys. They're going to not play guys in second halves. Like, the Mavs are going to be in tank mode, whether we like it or not. And I don't like it. I don't like tanking. Don't get me wrong. I don't like tanking at all. Oh, Miriam found a second account. You're gone. Bye. Solo, it's not that Kid doesn't know which players to play together. I can assure you Jason Kidd knows which players to play together. The problem is, the players ain't very good. That's the issue. As they let Jackson Hayes just get right into the lane and throw up a free, easy dunk, uncontested. This Mavericks team went to the finals a couple of years ago, by the way. Basically the same team. Reeves gets fouled. He'll head to the other free throw line here. Hey, JJJ, a.k.a. Miriam. Yeah, I don't know. Miriam's been on my case lately, so I had to ban her. It's unfortunate, but she was being real annoying. Why are you coming to the chat just trying to start shit? Like, odd. I don't know. Not my problem. Reeves makes the first. AR makes the second as well. 59-46, Lakers lead here with about 4 minutes left in the first half. Tyus Jones gets a stagger screen. Jones throws cross court to Washington, who had to rise to get that one. PJ will pick it up. He'll throw it back cross court to Jones for a wide open three, and Tyus Jones will make that one go. Tyus Jones could be a solid backup PG for the Mavs next season. Would not hate keeping him. You get Kyrie and Flagg back, and Tyus is your backup PG, playing 15 minutes a night. Cool with that. Cool with that. Hachimura responds with the three on the other end, but Marshall in the lane with the floater gets it to go. I mean, yeah, you'd rather have Cooper Flagg than who? Dusk. Turnover from the Lakers. Jones the other way to Najee. Najee looking for a pass. He finds Gafford. Gafford using his shoulder, and he traveled. I assume Flagg will be back after the All-Star break. I don't know that for a fact, but I would assume he will be. We'll see. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half as Austin Reaves will get to the rim and lay it up and in. Marshall drives in the lane, fouled up. Ooh, almost got it to go, but can't. And he'll head to the free throw line here for 2. What is up with the trolls in the chat? I don't understand it. So if you actually believe Jason Kidd's trying to lose this game, you're nuts. Kyrie going over to Brandon Williams to give him some words of encouragement. That Dusk knows what's up. Dusk knows what's up. Don't know what Knott's about. What's going on with that? Laravia will get it to Austin Reaves. The right hash. He'll set a screen now for Reaves to get the switch. Williams guarding Reaves. Reaves pulls it over to Laravia as the shot clock expiring for 3 off the back of the rim. Hachimura with the offensive rebound tipped into the backcourt. AR will grab it. Shot clock reset to 14. Reaves now. Offensive foul called on Laravia. Moving screen. Mavs ball. Mavs ball. Why would the Mavericks want to lose? The Lakers have their first round pick. No, they do not. The Mavericks have their own first round pick this season. Mr. Kima, don't know where you heard that. Don't know where you heard that. LaRon says, let's go, Mavs. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen says, I thought Gafford was a rim protector. He was when this team wasn't horrible. Playing a little bit of a different role now, unfortunately. Williams over to Marshall on the left side. Najee left side baseline floater, rims around and in. What up, Howard? LeBron at the top of the key to Smart for 3 on the right wing. It's no good. Marcus Smart is having a bad shooting season. He's shooting like 25% from 3 or something like that. It's just not good, but he plays such good defense that the Lakers have to have him on there. Brandon Williams will lose the ball out of bounds on the other end, though. Mavs down 10. Minute and a half remaining in the first half. Williams to inbound. He finds Clay on the baseline for a 17-footer. Clay can't make that. It's one Clay's got to make. LeBron gets fouled? Or is it out of bounds? It's out of bounds. Okay, I was like, I thought that was clean. As LeBron went aggressive to the rim, and he just lost his footing as Gafford played really good defense on James there and forced the miss. Here's Brandon Williams driving on Maxi Kleber. Probably fouled him, but Williams will get the layup to go on Maxi. Now Reaves on the right side as we approach a minute left here in the first half. Kleber comes inside the screen, but it's stolen by Marshall. Najee Marshall going to leak out, and he will dunk it over Maxi. Kyrie says, watch your head top, Maxi Kleber. Watch your head top, Maxi. And the Mavs have made this a 6-point game here with the 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Braun over to Smart. Smart will drive baseline. Now he'll back down Brandon Williams. Smart finds himself at the free throw line wide open, but he'll pass it up to LeBron. Braun's going to back down Washington. Now they come in trap. It's out to Smart for 3. It's no good. Good defense by the Mavs there. Klay Thompson going to pull up for 3 in transition. Captain Klay gets it to go, and the Mavericks have got this game back to within 3 with 30 seconds left here in the first half. 10-0 run for the Mavs. Let's see if they can get a stop here. Reaves Screen from Kleba. They trap him. They find Kleba at the free throw line over in the corner to Hachimura. Hachimura's shot fake goes right past Clay. Misses the jumper, and the Mavs get the stop. Mavs will hold for the last shot with 10 seconds. Here's Marshall. Marshall with 6. Marshall with 5. Marshall driving on Reeves. Puts it up. Gets it to go! Najee Marshall gets it to go. And the Mavericks end the half on a 12-0 run. And it is a 1-point game here at halftime. Oh, how quickly NBA games can change, ladies and gentlemen. As the Mavs make a hell of a comeback there at the end of the first half to make this quite a game to start the second half of basketball. That was nice right there from the Mavericks, turning offense into defense and vice versa, as the last 2.5 minutes go exactly how the Mavericks want to the tune of a 12-0 run. All right. I like that. I like that. The Mavericks win the second quarter by 4 and head into halftime with a 1-point deficit. They're not giving up. Even if I'm giving up, they're not giving up, which is something I like about this team. And that is something I absolutely admire about this squad. Good on them. Good on them for sticking with it and staying the course. And that is why Jason Kidd is so respected as a coach. It does not matter how bad this team is, and it does not matter what their record is or what the score in the game is. The Mavericks are always going to play hard. They're going to stay the course, and they're going to fight until the very, very end. These guys do play for each other, and they play for Jason Kidd. The unfortunate part is they're either injured or they're just not very good. Like, that's what it is. But they genuinely do play hard. They do play hard. Exactly, Detra. It's about heart. And the Mavericks have heart, which is part of the battle. The other battle is you got to have talent, which they don't have much of. But they have heart. And the heart has got them to within a 1-point game here. Laurent says LeBron is still better than half the guys in the NBA at his age. Half? LeBron's still a top 30 player in the league? Maybe 25 player in the league? Like, LeBron is still, I mean, he's an all-star because his name is LeBron James. But let's look at LeBron's stats this season. In 35 games this year, LeBron is averaging 21.8 points, 5.7 rebounds, 6.9 assists, very nice, shooting 50.2% from the field, 30.6% from 3, 74.2% from the line. He has an EFG of 54.5. Let's see, he's got 1.1 steals per night, a little over a block and a half, a little over half a block as well. Like, for the age of 41, that's what he's doing? He's got 18 in the first half tonight? You kidding me? Easily still a top 30 player in the league. And maybe top 25. Patrick says, why is Reeves not shooting any threes? Says, Patrick, I don't care about your bets. Vortex, would you rather have Jose Alvarado or Tyus Jones, hypothetically, because the Knicks will probably re-sign him? I mean, offer different things. Tyus Jones is more of a floor general, a guy that will get you into your offense and a guy who will take care of the basketball. Jose Alvarado is more of a energizer bunny, a little bit more of a gambler. I mean, especially on the defensive end. His name is Grand Theft Alvarado for a reason. Because he has his signature swipe move from behind after made bucket or something like that. But, yeah, I mean, either one, I don't think you could go wrong with as a backup PG. I like Tyus. I don't know if the Mavericks end up re-signing him, but I do like Tyus. let's play hypothetical. Next season, first game of the year, Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flagg, lottery pick, Najee Marshall, and God willing, Derek Lively. Maybe Max Christie is in your starting lineup. Off the bench, it's Tyus Jones. It's, again, maybe Max Christie. It's perhaps Marvin Bagley. It's perhaps Daniel Gafford. We'll see what they do with PJ. We'll see what they do with Brandon Williams. We'll see who they draft with the 30th overall pick. And we'll see what they do in free agency. Team has flexibility. Team has flexibility. No, Mr. Kima, they got an extra first-round pick. They did not have to give up a first-round pick. They got an extra first-round pick. They got a first-round pick back, I should say. Not really back, but they got one first-round pick from the Washington Wizards. Maybe a second. That 2030 first-round pick is via the Golden State Warriors, which is also a top 20 protected pick. So if the Warriors finish in 20 or below, if their record is 20th or worse, that pick will not be a first. It will then convey into 2 second-round picks. Vortex, you're going to bed in a 1-point game? No late night hoops for Vortex? Boo. Boo. That's all right. I appreciate you tuning in, though, Vortex. Reeves is the best undrafted player ever. Well, I mean, he hasn't won a championship yet. Is he the best undrafted player ever? He's up there for sure. Trying to think off the top of my head. We can do a quick Google search. Cheetah Trent, you're going to bed as well? Rude. That's all right. Have a good night. Best undrafted NBA players. Ooh. Ben Wallace. Fred VanVleet. I'd probably take Ben Wallace and Fred VanVleet over Reeves, to be honest. Both NBA champions. Both NBA champs. Both NBA champs. How many points does Jake have? I don't know. I don't know how many points Laravia has. Grade the Mavs in the first half for me. We did this at the end of the first quarter. I said C+. I'm going to bump it up. I am going to go to a B. I'll give them a full letter grade bump because of the way they ended that second quarter. The way they ended that second quarter was excellent. So I'm going to give them a bump. Bump it up. Bump it up. Bump it up. Halftime here in Los Angeles at the Crypto.com Arena. The Mavericks trailed the Lakers by a measly 1 point after ending the half on a 12-0 run in the final 2.5 minutes of the quarter. Final 2.5 minutes of the quarter, the Mavericks went on a 12-0 run. C plus, says Cheetah Trent. It's a little harsh. But I respect it. Yeah, I'm going to go B. I think they've played really hard. They haven't played great, but they've played hard enough to stay with the Luka-less Lakers, who are basically, I mean, they're missing 2 starters because they're also, DeAndre Ayton is also out for the Lake show tonight. But that's about as good as you can get without Cooper Flagg. Without Flagg, you're down 1.5 in LA. I'll take it any day of the week. I'll take that any day of the week. Mike says B as well. Maya Sims says, let's go, Mavs. What up, Myas? Appreciate you tuning in. Take a look at some halftime stats here. Let's go with Najee. Is this right? I don't know if this stat's right. I'm going to double check it. If it is, that's a freaking great half for Najee Marshall. 16 points, 4 assists, 2 boards, 7 of 9 from 3 and 7 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Oh my God. That is right. It legitimately did not feel like that was what Najee's stat line was. But good for him, as look, Najee's making himself a lot of money this season. Let me tell you what. A lot of money. I legitimately did not realize that that's how well he's played tonight. Good for him, man. BJ Washington's also having a very solid game for the Mavericks at 9 points to go along with an assist and 2 boards at 3 of 6 from field goal as well. Marvin Bagley's got 6 points for the Mavericks. Again, Marvin Bagley knows how to score the basketball, man. He does. He simply does. Chris Middleton's got 3 as well in his second game action for Dallas. And Tyus Jones also has 3 points for the Mavs as well. B. Wills played an excellent first half there with 8 points and 6 assists to just 1 turnover. And that's what I like about that, is he's got 6 assists, but it's also limited to just 1 turnover. Keep that assist to turnover ratio high there, B. Will. 3 of 7 from the field as well. Keep that assist to turnover ratio high. Najee Marshall, though, is the only Maverick starter in double figures. Again, with 16. Washington's got 9, though. And B-Will's got 8. So they're close. Howard, I'm up till the end. This is the last leg on a 5-team leg. Good luck. Good luck, Howard. Good luck, Howard. Should be back here for action in about, 3, 4, 5 minutes would be my guess. I don't think it's going to be 6, 7 minutes. Had to do it to him. I'm on brain rot talk. I'm sorry. I'm on brain rot talk. Oh, it's going to be sooner than I thought. They're about to start it here in the next minute or so. Cool. Sweet. Stan Van Gundy, Ian Eagle, and Steve Nash on the call for this game tonight. 24 more minutes of hoops before the 2026 NBA All-Star break. See if the Mavs can go get a dub. Let's see if the Mavs can go get a dub. LeBron had a fantastic half with 18 points and 4 boards. Reeves is coming off the bench, Brandon. LeBron's court vision's been insane tonight. The Lakers have 17 fast break points, and a lot of that is to do with LeBron just distributing the ball to perfection in transition. But Najee on the other end has been the number one option for the Mavericks. Again, I literally looked at his stat line, and I was like, there's no way that is right. I literally had to go double-check the box score, and sure as shit, 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting and 4 assists for Naj. And he also head-topped Maxi Kleber. He head-topped Maxi Kleber. Bagley did play, Rock. Bagley came off the bench. Miko around. Second half underway. It's the Mavericks ball to start. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see if the Mavs can go get a dub here and end this first half on a high note. Christie over to Williams. And I believe it is a defensive 3 seconds on Rui Hachimura. And that will be a technical foul. And the Mavericks will get a chance to tie the game via the free throw line here. Oh, no, it's just a regular foul called. Excuse me. My fault. Marshall gets the inbound. He'll be at the top. He'll pull up from 3. Najee, no good. And Smart will fly in for the board for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. Braun to Smart. Marcus now at the free throw line. Has Gafford on him. Throws it back to James. Now it's back to Smart for 3. And that one's missed. Laravia soars over Christie for the rebound. Smart in the left wing for 3 this time. Can't make it. He can't make a shot to save his life. He just threw up his hands. It's like, what can I do? Unbelievable. He's going to keep shooting because he doesn't lack confidence. But man, oh man, is that just brutal for Smart. And Najee Marshall on the other end in the lane scores it with the foul, giving the Mavericks the lead. A chance for a 3-point play as he gets Jackson Hayes reaching into the cookie jar. And Marshall picks up where he left off here on the first half, and he gets the and one and gives the Mavericks a 1-point lead here in the second half, makes the free throw as well. Let's go, Naj. Let's go, Naj. Here's James just below the break. He'll get a pass to the curling Hachimura, who will put it up and get it to go as it bounced off the front of the rim and rolled in. Get the shooter's bounce. Game tied at 66 early in the third. Brandon Williams past his man and is stolen by Hachimura. Hachimura up to James. LeBron out to Smart. Hesitated, didn't want to shoot it there. I don't blame him after how bad he's been shooting the ball. He'll find Smart in the corner this time. Smart will shot fake. He'll get up to Jackson Hayes, who misses the wide open layup. Oh my goodness. And Gafford will come down with the rebound there. Now it's with Christie. Christie guarded by James. He'll find Gafford. They get a little give and go going. Christie into the lane. Stolen once again by Laravia. Mavs turning it over like it's their fucking job. James spins and lays it up. The turnovers just piss me the fuck off, man. 9 turnovers for the game for the Mavs. It feels like it's much more than that. Lakers have 15 points off turnovers too. Williams for three. Gets it to go. Oh, Brandon Williams, who is not shooting well from three this year, does connect on a pass from Max Christie to give the Mavericks the lead right back in front. Kay, I see your super chat. I'll get you on screen here in just a moment at the next stoppage in play. Appreciate you. Jackson Hayes is down low, and he's fouled by P.J. Washington as Hayes got the position on P.J. and was really too deep, so P.J. had no choice but to foul him there. Oh, random. Hayes is horrific. And I'm a Texas Longhorns fan. And Jackson Hayes, oh boy, bad. Real bad. Smart gets the inbound here, though. Now it's with LeBron, who has Gafford on him. LeBron going to size Gafford up. They come and soft trap him. They throw it down low to Hayes, who's going to lay it up and in. I mean, that's just way too easy. I get trapping LeBron, but then you're going to leave the rest of your team exposed. Marshall in the lane. Looking for an outlet, he finds Christie. Christie on the right hash. Now he's guarded by Hayes, gets the switch. He'll pull up from three. Max Christie, no good. And LeBron with the rebound. Quickly up the court is James with the left hand. Oh, misses the layup, and he's pissed at himself. Now up the court is Christie. We're going back and forth. Max in the lane, lays it up and in, gets it to go. Good transition hoops by the Mavericks there as Max Christie gets the fast break point. Smart brings it up, finds LeBron on the left wing, in the left corner. LeBron gets the switch onto Williams. Now it's with Smart. Smart shot fake on Washington. Dumps it off to Hayes, who will lay it, or dunk it home. I mean, Jackson Hayes is getting way too easy buckets here early in this third quarter. Williams to Gafford. Gets it right back. Now it's over to Christie. Gafford will come set a screen now for Max. He'll slip it. Max finds Marshall with 5. Marshall going to rise and fire. Can't get it to go. And Hachimura comes down with the board. Here's James. Down low to LaRavia. It's deflected by Williams. He saves it inbounds right to LeBron, though. LaRavia under the basket. He'll kick it out to Hayes. Now it's with Smart. Marcus Smart dribbles to LaRavia. LaRavia drives with the left, with the right, off the glass and in. Nice layup there by Jake LaRavia as he took it right through the Mavericks defense. Washington calls for it. Gets it right back to Marshall. Najee gets a screen from Gafford. Between the legs, spins in the lane, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Here comes LeBron in transition. Full head of steam for James. Goes right to the rim. I mean, that's just... You can't do anything about that if LeBron James is going right to the rim in just an absolute battering ram mode. There's nothing you're going to do. Nothing you're going to be able to do to stop that. Plain and simple. My man K. Hayes Jr. with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Say hi to Tom. Cowboys and Mavs for life. I will say hi to Tom. Shout out to Tom Downey, host of the Cowboys Report by Chat Sports. Appreciate Tom for all the work he does here, of course. Appreciate Tom for all the work he does. All right, while we are at our first TV timeout here of the second half, let me tell you guys about our sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks. Today's live episode of Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is sponsored by PrizePicks. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I absolutely love playing PrizePicks, and it's not just basketball that they have. Football season was awesome. You got baseball season coming up. Hockey season in full swing. Soccer season as well. Any sport, you can play it over on PrizePicks. All you do is just pick more or less on at least 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could cash in. You can play it in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Here is my projection for tonight's game between the Mavs and the Lakers. I took the more on Austin Reeves' points at 25. No Luka tonight, so expect Austin Reeves to put up a lot of shots. I'm going to take the less on Max Christie returning to Los Angeles, and give me the more on Najee Marshall points as well. You can copy those picks over in the social feeds feature, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it over at PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of Mavericks Today. Shout out to our guys over at PrizePicks. Use code CLNS for $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. Michael, how the F is Brandon Williams 6'1", getting 5 rebounds, while 6'5" Max Christie can't even get one? Well, the answer is simple. The Mavericks want their guards to rebound so they can get the ball immediately and get out and run. Max Christie's job is not to rebound the basketball. Max Christie's job is to get out and get in a shooting position to receive the pass from either Brandon Williams or Najee Marshall. That is why Max Christie doesn't rebound the rock, because it's not his job to. Not his job to. Again, All-Star Weekend beginning tomorrow with the Celebrity Game followed by the Rising Stars Game. Cooper Flagg will not be playing as he was diagnosed today with a foot sprain. Brandon Williams out of the timeout from the right elbow. Jumper gets it to go as the Mavericks get a nice bucket out of the timeout there. Good response. Good response. Here is James guarded by Williams. LeBron going to back him down. He does at the free throw line. He'll kick it out to Smart for 3. Marcus Smart finally gets a three-pointer to go. Lakers up 6 here with 6 left in the third. Williams in the lane, out to Middleton, who's checked in. Chris Middleton in the lane now. He will fade away, shoot and score. That was a nice rise and fire from the veteran forward out of Texas A&M. They're going to trap Reeves, the ball handler, who throws it to Kleba, and it's stolen by Bagley. Here's P.J. Washington with the ball after the Mavericks forced the turnover. He'll get it to Williams. Williams has Kleba on him. Williams trying to cook Maxi Kleba, and he will get fouled by Maxi Kleba, who did not let him by. I like that. Like exploiting the mismatch there. B-Will comes over from a instruction from J. Kidd. As Tyus Jones will check in here for the Mavs. Middleton will rise and fire from 3 off a Bagley screen and won't get it to go. Kennard comes down with the rebound there for LA. It's with Reeves now. Kennard down low to Maxi. Kleba lays it up and in as he got the position on Bagley. Sealed him off nicely. Middleton again with it in the lane. Got Maxi in the air. Gets it to go and one. As he got Maxi Kleba jumping and then threw it up. And he got the friendly roll. Did Chris Middleton. And he'll head to the line for a 3-point play. And yeah, Maxi jumped for sure. And then Middleton was able to get it to go there. Chris Middleton averaging 13.7 points in his last 9 games. His season average, though, is just 10.5, which is the fewest since his rookie year. Very, very good veteran player. NBA champion from the Milwaukee Bucks. And I think the Mavericks are going to buy him out. I don't know that for sure, though. I don't know that for sure. Here's Reeves. AR. To Luke Kennard, who will drive with his right. And Kennard. Oh, they're going to get Tyus Jones called for a foul, and I think that's pretty soft. I think that's a soft call, if I'm being honest. As I guess Jones was in his space. Oh, if I'm Jason Kidd, I'm challenging. If I'm J. Kidd, I'm challenging this no matter, but he's not going to. And Kennard will head to the line, and he will get it to go. Max Christie checks in for Washington. Yeah, I don't like that call at all. If I'm J. Kidd, that's a challenge. Kennard makes both. It's a 5-point lead for Los Angeles. Jones over to Middleton. Now it's with Thompson. Bagley comes and sets the screen for Jones. Now he dumps it off to Bagley in the lane. Marvin, jump hook over Kleba is no good. Great defense there by Maxey, and Kennard comes down with the board. Reeves with it. They come trap. Reeves in the corner for Vando. Jared Vanderbilt for three, and if he's making threes, you know it's the Lakers' night, and he does, to open up an 8-point lead for LA. Max Christie on the curl. Christie with the ball in the lane. He will step back right at the free throw line and knock it down. Nice shot by Max Christie there, who's having a pretty nice night here at the Crypto.com Arena. His first home in the NBA. Christie's got 15 on 6 of 8 tonight. Vanderbilt in the same right corner for three once again. This time he'll miss, but Kleba will get the tip-out rebound. That's bad. Just not good enough hustle by the Mavs. Kennard will drive baseline. They'll find Maxi Kleba wide open for three on the left wing, and Maxi won't miss that one. The Lakers bench is loving it. Jones will drive baseline. Christie will grab it. Max looking to make something happen. He's got Reeves. He will spin baseline and Dirk fade. Can't get it to go. And Luke Kennard is a board monster, apparently. Lakers 9-point lead and the ball. And Jared Vanderbilt catches it. Vanderbilt behind the basket. He'll have to throw it all the way up. It's stolen by Christie. Max up to Jones, to Thompson in the corner for Middleton. Uncontested three for Middleton, misses. Can't miss that shot, man. Can't miss that shot. JJ Redick will take a timeout here. It's enough. Yeah. I mean, if the Mavericks were actually trying to win this game, that's just not a shot Middleton can take. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. John Pierce, what up? Jones, not enough scoring. His job's not to score. Jones' job is to distribute the rock. His job as a backup PG is to not to turn over the ball, to initiate the offense, get people in the right spots. His role is to not score. I said that wrong. His role isn't to score. It's not to not score, if that makes sense. Lakers went on a little run, Jalen. Mavs missed some open shots, and the Lakers are grabbing all their rebounds, and they're making their open shots. It's a make-or-miss league. Make-or-miss league. Hating on Clay? What? I'm not hating on Clay. Oh, in the chat. Island is hating on Clay. Yeah, what has Klay Thompson done to you? Like, we're not expecting Golden State Clay, but, I mean, I have no problem with Klay Thompson. I have zero problem with Captain Clay. Zero problem with Clay. Don't know why you would have a problem with him. What's there to hate? That's Island, you're not wrong there. That one you're not. I will agree with you on. Hot Girl Meg's got him wrapped around the finger. You see Clay's IG post the other day? Hot Girl Meg's got him locked in. Middleton or Thompson, who would you keep? Well, kind of irrelevant because Clay has one more year left on his deal and Middleton does not. If I had to choose, though, I'd probably keep Clay. I mean, Clay's still a sharpshooter. Clay's still a sharpshooter and making less money than Middleton. Clay this season is still shooting 37% from three, so it's not like he's having a bad year, right? He's still a good shooter. No way. Cortis is going to perform at halftime of the All-Star Celebrity Game. Fashion. Austin Reeves out of the timeout here. We'll get it to Jackson Hayes. I mean, the Mavericks have just no resistance. No resistance in the paint. What the hell's Gafford doing? The Lakers are 11 of 16 in the quarter shooting. Clay off the curl. Looking for something he will shoot. And somebody traveled. Oh, this team. This team. Here's Vanderbilt. With Reeves. Reeves to Hayes. Out to Kennard. Luke Kennard for three. And it's stolen. The out of bounds is stolen by Vanderbilt. Kennard drives baseline. Fouled by Gafford. How do you get the fucking out of bounds pass stolen? How does that happen? Gafford left Kennard wide open. And then there's this. They steal the out of bounds. It's like LeBron and Najee have checked in and they're guarding each other now. Najee, as LeBron's backing him down. LeBron will spin and fade. Off the rim. No good. Out of bounds. It was a 1-point game at halftime. Tyus Jones to Thompson. Clay on Reeves. Thompson baseline jumper. Gets it to go. Clay's got 7 in the game. AR with it. Behind the back. With the right. In the lane. One-legged floater. No good. Jackson Hayes offensive rebound because the Mavericks aren't hustling. Here's LeBron in the lane. Dump off to Vando for the dunk. Shitty teams get blown out in the third quarter, and that's what this team is. Shitty teams get blown out, and that's what this team is, man. LeBron's got 22 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 12 assists, and Gafford just threw it out of bounds. Fucking bullshit, man. Ridiculous. Mavs have 3 rebounds in the quarter. In the quarter! 3 rebounds. It's a fucking joke. Austin Reeves, step back 3. Short. Out of bounds. How the fuck do you only have 3 rebounds in the quarter? I don't care how shitty you are of a team. That's impossible. Impossible. Christ. Tyus Jones. Looking for something. Finds Gafford. Gafford to Clay. Thompson for three. Can't hit it. LeBron is going to hold for the final shot of the half. He'll get it up to Kennard. Back in LeBron's hands with 7, with 5. LeBron with 4. LeBron with 3. LeBron is trapped, and it's stolen by Clay, and that will be the end of the quarter. 96-82. Christ, man. 3 fucking rebounds. 4 rebounds in a quarter. And 2 of those rebounds, by the way, are shots that went out of bounds. Those are team boards. Mavericks actually rebounded the ball twice. If a shot goes out of bounds off the rim, that's considered a team rebound. They had 2 real rebounds in the quarter. 2! I know the Lakers didn't miss very many shots, but my fucking word. Type those 4s. Fourth quarter. Mavs down 14. Mavs down 14. 4s in the chat. I mean, I didn't think this game was going to get me worked up, but my God, seeing that stat. 4 rebounds, two of them were team boards. Like, oh my God. Gustavo in the chat says we still got this. Island says 4. Mike Griffith, my guy, says 4. Subbing AJ to tackle Reeves and take him out. I don't know why teams won't do that more often. Sub in your 15th guy, have him go chicken wing. Zlatko, I can tell you what's wrong with this team. They're bad. They are a bad basketball team. That's what's wrong with them. And I'm serious. Like, I'm not trying to be facetious. Like, that's legitimately their problem, is they are untalented. That's legitimately their problem. I want to see all the 4s in the chat right now. Spam those 4s, and let's get the chat going. Maybe will the Mavs do a comeback. Keep them going. Keep them going. There's just nothing more frustrating than incompetent hoops. Turnovers, no hustling, no rebounding, and that, my friends, is incompetence. And that, my friends, is what the Mavericks are. Incompetent. Total incompetence. I wish it were different. It's not. And it's not because of the coaching either. Kid gets him to play incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. They're just not good. They're just not good. Who is NLY? I would not do that. Sorry. Oh, who is NIY? That's a bad bet. Even with all the stars, Mavs ain't championship team. I mean, who are the stars on this team? You have 1 star in Cooper Flagg, and that's it. Kyrie's hurt. Here's Kennard. Over to LeBron. Kennard with the fake. They find Jackson Hayes at the nail. He'll kick it out to Smart. Washington on Smart. Really good contest there from PJ, and Jared Vanderbilt will lose it out of bounds. That's a good defensive possession to start the 4th quarter from the Mavericks. That's more like it. It's more what I want to see. Klay Thompson travels and turns it over. They get the stop to start, and then Thompson turns it right back over. Mavs are going to go to a zone here to start the 4th. Little 1-3-1. Gafford play in the middle. What the actual fuck? The Mavericks were in a zone, and Gafford was playing high up to stop the flasher. Kennard just runs the baseline and finds himself wide open for a layup. Like, you can't... Zone defense doesn't work like that. I'm sorry to tell you. LeBron, layup. Gafford, goaltend. And this game is over. Mavs are going to lose once again. 9th in a row. Great job. Pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. Y'all are killing me with talking how bad the Mavs are. Their identity was literally stripped away from them. What are you talking about? King, what are you on? Their identity was stripped from them when Luka was traded, yes. If that's what you're saying. Valente says Mavs champions 2026. Yeah, that won't happen. I don't know what that means, Valente, other than vamos. Hay que ser líderes vamos. I don't know. K means like what? I don't remember what that means. My Spanish is very rusty. Random, if we get DeBonsa, that'd be sick. The Mavs get AJ DeBonsa to go along with Kyrie and Flagg. Now we're talking, though. Then you have a starting lineup of Kyrie, Christie, Flagg, DeBonsa, Lively. That will play, my friends. That will play. DeBonsa can handle it. Flagg can handle it. Oh, yeah, that'll work. And LeBron just got fouled shooting a 3, by the way. Valente, I'm going to see if I can translate this one. Tenemos 28 partidos alcanzar a los Warriors. We have 28 games left. I don't know what alcanzar means. With the Warriors? Of the Warriors? Caleb Wilson, random user, I'm in. I would absolutely be in on. Caleb Wilson, though, broke his hand, right? And just had surgery. Out for an undetermined amount of time. Yeah, I like Caleb Wilson. Ideally, you want to get in the top 3 and get either Peterson, DeBonsa, or Boozer. But I'll tell you what. The Peterson thing scares the shit out of me. I got to be honest. It does. Because he's load managing in college. You can't do that, man. I'm sorry. You just can't. They're not playing back-to-backs in college. He's missed games against Iowa State, Arizona, and UConn. 3 of the top 10 teams in the country he just hasn't played against. He was sick the other night against Arizona. I believe they play Iowa State this weekend, so we'll see if Peterson ends up playing. But it scares me, I won't lie. Like, his medicals are going to be heavily scrutinized, and teams are going to ask important questions. Why didn't you play in this game? Why didn't you play in that game? What's the deal there? Those questions are going to be asked. Valente says, Vamos Mavericks champions are going to win more games, more big games, and I'm trying, Valentes. Yeah, Anthony Davis is injured every season. Yeah, I mean, the draft is where this Mavericks, news cycle is going to shift after the All-Star break, especially. Look, I think that this team is in a decent position to do something in the draft worthwhile. Can they go get a Caleb Wilson? Can they go get a Darius Acuff? Can they go get a Kingston Flemings? God forbid they get in the top 3 again and they're able to land AJ DeBonsa. Imagine, oh my God, if you could get either Peterson or DeBonsa with the second or first overall pick. That would be chills, folks. If you're able to do that. No, random user. It is not even close. DeBonsa is legitimately, he's an awesome prospect. He's not anywhere close to Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey's a mess. AJ DeBonsa has his head screwed on straight. I would agree, random, in a vacuum. The only thing that concerns me is the injuries and the load management of Peterson. It absolutely is concerning. Brandon Williams will get an and one after the Mavericks challenged a foul call and they won the challenge. Gafford won the tip, and then Williams gets an and one. Yeah, clean block as LeBron allegedly was fouled shooting a 3. And the Mavs challenged, and they won it. The free throw was made by Williams. Here is Reeves. LeBron gets Washington up in the air, throws it to Hayes, but it's stolen by Williams. It's a bad pass by LeBron. Williams up the court quickly to PJ. PJ up and under, got fouled. And Paul Washington Jr., a.k.a. PJ Washington, will head to the free throw line here with the Mavericks down 15. I don't know what that means, Valente. PJ to the line. Yeah, the Crypto.com arena makes the first. It's got to be really cool playing in LA. I'll say that. On Hell says Mavs tanking rest of the season. Yes, they are. I like Mikel Brown. I don't exactly know how you say it, but I do like him. I like Darius Acuff. I like Keaton Wagler of Illinois, who I've started to watch recently. A lot of good players. If you end up with the 7th overall pick, the Mavs are getting a good player. It's not like last year's draft where if you didn't end up with Cooper Flagg, you were kind of screwed. They get Flagg, but this year, if you don't end up with the top 3, you are not completely screwed because you can still find a good player in the top 10. Jackson Hayes traveled, by the way, and the Mavericks will have the ball here down 13. Yeah, I agree, random. I don't think I have not loved what I've seen from him. Admittedly, I've watched, 3 or 4 games, but I have not liked what I've seen. Brandon Williams fouled again. Almost got the and one as it rims out, and Austin Reeves will get called for the foul. Reeves was asking, am I going to get that call on the other end? Luka's got a toothpick in his mouth. And Williams is long on the first free throw. Williams gets the second one to go after it rimmed. And now the Mavs are going to show a little pressure-ish here as Marshall back off now. Reeves inbounded it. Reeves, right down the middle. He's fouled by Najee, gets the N1. Like, how is there what Daniel Gafford doing? What is Daniel Gafford doing? Gafford's been horrific defensively in this game. Not asking for the world. I'm asking for a little resistance in the middle. That's it. Lakers are shooting 56. The Mavs are shooting 53%. Like, they're not playing bad offensively here. Washington will get a floater to go. Mavs just can't get any stops. Like, they're shooting the ball well tonight. Reeves, dump off to Hayes, to Hachimura. Rui to pull up from 17. Yep. I like this version of the Lakers' purple uniform. Much better than the one that they were wearing black last year. Klay Thompson with the backdoor cut. Easy layup there for Klay. That's like, that might be the first layup he's made all season. Klay is exclusively shooting from 3, essentially. Reeves pull up 3 in the face of Brandon Williams. And Williams loses it out of bounds. Nice. Nice job. Timeout called by J-Kid. For the final time tonight, let me tell you guys about our sponsor. Shout out to PrizePicks. Today's live episode of Mavericks Today by Chat Sports is sponsored by PrizePicks. Shoot your shot on PrizePicks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I absolutely love playing PrizePicks, and it's not just basketball that they have. Football season was awesome. You got baseball season coming up. Hockey season in full swing. Soccer season as well. Any sport, you can play it over on PrizePicks. All you do is just pick more or less on at least 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could cash in. You can play it in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Here is my projection for tonight's game between the Mavs and the Lakers. I took the more on Austin Reeves' points at 25. No Luka tonight, so expect Austin Reeves to put up a lot of shots. I'm going to take the less on Max Christie returning to Los Angeles, and give me the more on Najee Marshall points as well. You can copy those picks over in the social feeds feature, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it over at PrizePicks. Download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. That link will be in the comments and description of today's show. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this episode of Mavericks Today. Shout out to PrizePicks. Use code CLNS for $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. We'll put that link in the live chat for y'all. Vamos Mavericks, says Valente. I know what that means. Come on, Mavericks. Random says, maybe Ament isn't bad for mock drafts. I've had him so high, so expectations were high. Maybe he isn't as good as his expectations. See, I agree with that, Random. I would be scared taking him at 7. I'd be scared taking him at 7. I think it's Peterson, DeBonsa, and Boozer as your top 3. Then after that, it's the likes of Kingston Flemings, Darius Acuff, Keaton Wagler, Caleb Wilson. That's who it's looking like. 28 games to catch the Golden State Warriors. Oh, yes, Mr. Valente. Thank you. Appreciate you, on hell. The Mavericks, yeah, they're not catching the Warriors this season, my friend. They're not going to catch the Dubs this year. Won't happen. Agreed, Random. Agreed. He'll be fourth if he comes back healthy. Maybe even if he doesn't. Braun in the lane out of the timeout. With the left, drives with the left, puts it up with the left, no good, and Marvin Bagley will come down with the board for Dallas. Bagley to Clay. Clay tried to throw it down low to Bagley, but Bagley is fouled, and the foul will be called on LeBron. Excuse me. Middleton is in now. Bagley at the top of the key, dribble hands off to Washington. PJ crosses over in the lane. PJ got fouled by Jackson Hayes, and we'll head to the free throw line. Valente, I like your energy. I like your energy, Valente. Me gusta energía. I hope I said that right. I like your energy. I don't know what that one says. Both free throws good. 96 to 110, or 110-96, Lakers lead. LeBron with his back to the ball finds Reeves. Reeves puts Christie in an absolute blender, but can't finish the layup. Marvin Bagley will grab the rebound. Up to Christie on the right side. Here is Max. Max will get in the lane. Max blocked by Hayes. And up the court quickly is Reeves. Reeves goes into Middleton, who is called for a blocking foul. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Ament either, Random. I'm not. Yes, Chris Middleton is a Mav, and yes, it was part of the Anthony Davis trade. He's a Mav for now, at least. We'll see if the Mavericks buy him out. The deadline for players to be eligible for the postseason if they are bought out is March 1st, which is 2 weeks from Sunday. So keep an eye on Chris Middleton potentially being bought out by the Mavericks. Reeves misses the second free throw, and it's rebounded by PJ. Middleton will get it on the right hash. He'll drive baseline off the glass. Can't get it to go. Bagley can't get the tip rebound to go. He probably got fouled, but the ref didn't call it. Braun, down low to Hachimura. Rui off his leg, out of bounds. Mavs ball. Williams at the free throw line. He'll dump it down low to Bagley, who can't control it. Washington, it's batted, and they're going to call a foul on Marvin. Random, that's possible. I mean, it really depends. Like, what if you find a really good six-man sniper there late in the first round? Would you take that, or would you take a big man? I think it depends. I think it depends. Middleton in the lane to Bagley. Little push shot from Bagley is no good. Marvin can't buy a bucket at the moment. Garth, there is none of that involved. Just a little allergies. Just a little allergies. That's all. LeBron James. Tyus Jones is checked in for Dallas now. Here's Middleton at the free throw line. Gets it to Washington. PJ with the left down low in the restricted area. Puts it up. Can't get it to go, but we'll head to the free throw line. Silverwolf, no you don't. Brian Reynolds, what up? Brian, I have very bad news for you, my friend. Very bad news. Cooper Flagg will not be playing in the Rising Stars game, as he was diagnosed with a mild foot sprain today, though he's not playing tonight, nor is he playing tomorrow in the Rising Stars. Washington makes both free throws. You do not have less than 35. I think Jackson Hayes got hurt. I believe I just got a Twitter notification that said Jackson Hayes got hurt. Double check that. Oh, no, it's Daniel Gafford. Excuse me, right ankle soreness. Oh, and Najee Marshall's out too with the left foot strain. What the fuck does that even mean? The Mavs are tanking is what it means. That's what it means. 14-point game with 4 minutes left. Jackson Hayes up to Hachimura. Rui down low. Out to Laravia in the corner. Laravia bullies Tyus Jones. Can't get it to go, though. Rebound to Bagley. Up the court's Middleton. Middleton will wait for his teammates to get up, and he'll pull up from three. That one's no good. AR with the board. Agreed, random user. LeBron on Bagley. Crosses up, spins, turns into Rui. Hachimura over to LeBron. Down low to Laravia, and they're going to call a foul here with 0.8 seconds left on the shot clock. The Mavs get bailed out. 14 points is the difference. What's up with the Mavericks, says Valente. See, I can read that one, Valente. Didn't get enough stops. That's what it is. Not enough stops. Middleton will drive left on Laravia. He'll kick it out to Christie. Lakers in a bit of a zone. Christie will pull it back out now. It's with PJ for three, and PJ won't make that. Reeves with the board there, up 16. You would think that would do it, as JJ Redick will take his use it or lose it timeout with about 3.5 left. Lorante says, Mavs, Cowboys, and Stars for life. I agree with that, except for the Cowboys. I am an absolute diehard Stars fan. There is no question about that. Oh, Lord Buddy Bear! Remember when Marsh and Seeps couldn't count during the draft lottery? I'll never forget that. I do remember that, Lord Buddy Bear. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Appreciate you hopping into the show here, Buddy Bear. We do have a super chat menu for tonight. Any super chat will get you on screen. $5 will get a Let's Go Mavs. Let's go Mavs. $10 will take some shots, Patron as well. Appreciate all the real ones who are tuning into the show, man. Does mean a lot to me. We're so close to 33,200 subscribers. Hit that sub button for free Mavericks content. We're pushing out videos every single move the Mavericks make. You'll find out about it here on the channel for 100% free. All you got to do is subscribe to stay informed surrounding the Mavs. We have a lot of content on the draft coming up as well. We'll have content on free agency. Just because this season is more or less over for the Mavericks doesn't mean the content stops. A lot of interesting stories surrounding the Mavericks. You have the Mark Cuban potential story of him trying to buy back the Mavericks. You have the NBA draft where the Mavericks will have a high lottery pick and another first-round pick. And then you'll have free agency where the Mavericks will have some room to work with. So it's going to be a very busy offseason here at Mavericks today, so make sure you join along with the fam. Make sure you join along with the fam. Don't I do Knicks pod? I do not do a Knicks pod. Silver Wolf, thank you, my guy. Appreciate you for subbing. Appreciate you for subbing. The Mavericks have emptied the bench here. A.J. Johnson is in the game for Dallas. A.J., the former Texas commit. He was originally signed with Texas to play college basketball, but ended up going to Australia and playing pro there. Now ends up in Dallas with the Mavs. Played with the Milwaukee Bucks last season with the Wizards and now here in Dallas with the Mavs. I like him, Random. I do like him. Two and a half minutes remaining here in this one, and the Mavericks will lose their 9th straight, continuing their longest losing streak in 10 years. Hachimura hits a 3. All right, my goal for the rest of the show is to get this to 200. 3 subs away. Can we get this to 200? That's the goal for the rest of the show. We do it, we're taking shots. We're taking shots if we do it. Mavs are down 20. Can we get to 200 subs? 33,200. Hit that sub button. Come on, free and easy Mavs content. Thank you, Laurente. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Laurente. Drinking is bad? Is it? As long as you stay 21. 200, let's go. We're taking shots. We're taking shots. Shout out to all the real ones who have tuned in tonight, man. Appreciate y'all. Can't do this without you. Cannot do this without you. Thank y'all for subbing to the channel, man. Thank y'all for hitting that sub button. Boop. Cheers. Woo! It's a Thursday night. Keep it rolling. I like it. Let's keep it rolling, baby. Come on. Lakers empty their bench. Mavs empty theirs. Mavs will fall to 19-35 on the season. Lakers will improve to 33-21. Oh, whoever. Oh, what's going on? I don't like this. 2 unsubs. No. We're here, man. Win or lose, we're here supporting the Mavs. We're here covering the Mavericks. Covering all the latest Mavericks news and rumors, bringing you the latest draft content as well. We're going to have it all for you right here on the channel. Just because the season is over for the Mavs doesn't mean that we're going anywhere. Tyus Jones to Dwight Powell. Powell in the lane will lay it up and in. Bronny James is in, as is Drew Timme. Bronny James and Drew Timme are in. That's how you know the game's going bad. Oh, boy. When Bronny and Drew Timmy are in, that's how you know the game's going bad. Bronny will kick it out. No good. A.J. Johnson with the board. Johnson to Bagley for three. Way off. My God. Dwight Powell with the offensive rebound to Max Christie for three. Nope. Dalton Connect will bring down the board. And that will do it. It is 124 to 104. It looks like the Lakers are going to try to score here. Bronny from deep for three. No good. AJ should go score if Bronny's going to do that. Like, not going to. That's going to be the final score, folks. 124-104. The Lakers defeat the Mavericks. 9th straight loss for LA. Or for the Mavs, excuse me. Longest losing streak in a decade. Rebuilding year. Rebuilding year for this Dallas Mavericks team. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. Nico Harrison chose this life for us. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, y'all. That will do it for the stream today as the Mavericks do lose 124-104. We'll have a video on the channel tomorrow. And we'll talk to you guys soon with the latest Mavericks news and rumors. Again, there's a lot surrounding the team outside of the actual games. And we'll have you guys covered because there's a lot of interesting storylines from the Mark Cuban stuff to what Dumont had to say to a bunch of other just, I would say, fascinating storylines surrounding this squad. So make sure that you guys are locked in because I do think that there's a lot of other interesting stuff. We have buyout candidates. We have draft targets. We have the ownership stuff. And it's all going to be found right here on the channel at youtube.com/MavsTV. So we'll see you guys soon. Mavs lose their 9th straight. Hey, man, win or lose, let's go Mavs. See you guys later.